Planathon 2022. It's a series where I will be posting back-to-back videos with regards to reviewing 2022 planners available in India in different budgets and different kinds. So I just posted episode 1, which was yesterday, and I shared my thoughts on the best planners available in India under the budget of ₹1000. So if you haven't watched that video, please do make sure you watch that because I found some amazing brands that you have to check out. So I will be linking that video up here. Today's video is of course me reviewing and just sharing my first impressions on the best 2022 planners under ₹2000. So this is where majority of the planners come. They're all more towards the premium side, and since I will be sharing 10 planners that I've just shortlisted out of all the suggestions that you guys had given me, I'm thinking of dividing this video into 2 parts so that it's more digestible and it's just easier for me to divide it into 5 planners in this video and the other 5 planners in the next video, which will be tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that, subscribe, hit the bell so that you don't miss out on that video. Anyways, with all of that being said, I'm super excited to get into this video. So I have my iPad here. I will be just going through pictures or any videos available and taking you through my first impressions because I myself haven't gone page by page of all these planners. I've simply shortlisted them according to their prices. So let's go with the first one, which is Alicia Souza. Now Alicia Souza is a very popular brand. She's a popular artist. So this is what we see on the website. As you can see, they're all coming in these combos. I'm going with the Ultimate Planner 2022 Pocket Planner Holographic Sticker Book. Now if you check the price, it is $2,399. So it is basically overshooting this budget, but I promise you, I think this is the only one that is overshooting, and I'm also assuming they might release the planner without the combos. It'll definitely be below 2000 rupees. So that's how I thought about this, and I'm pretty sure this is probably the most expensive one out of the entire list. Anyways, if you do go for this combo, you get a pocket planner, as you can see here. Very cute. You'll also be getting this really cute sticker book. I also have her sticker book, I think, which was last year's, and it's very cute, adorable doodles. And this is how the planner looks. It has sturdy gold Viro binding. I mentioned this before in the previous episode that I'm not the biggest fan of spiral bounds, but they do look stunning, I have to give that. It has a fabric cover. Wow, that's quite unique, and it looks so beautiful. Like, her artworks are just so cute. Elastic closure, glossy pattern, glittery text. It has a pen loop, yay, love that, and it has printed ribbon bookmark. That is again unique. And this is how the back looks. Such cute floral design, very bright and vibrant, and it comes in this magnetic box, and inside you will find the pocket book, the sticker pad, and the planner itself. Now I'm interested in seeing like the size and the paper quality, all of that. 21 into 17 centimeters, has 292 pages, and wow, it is 270 GSM. That is brilliant. Okay, I think that's probably the most I've seen in any Indian planner. 270 is crazy. There's literally going to be zero bleeding if you're going to use any color pens, sketch pens, markers, all of that. You can have fun with your planner without worrying that it will bleed on the other side. Hardbound, but it is also spiral bound. I wish they had an option for just hardbound and not spiral binding, but a girl can dream. Extra pocket in the front and a spacious pocket at the back. As expected, such cute doodles, and I can also see monthly tabs. Always a sucker for monthly tabs. Spiral bound. Oh, this is the spacious pocket at the back. So it's a mini monthly wellness tracker. So for every month they have this tracker where you can track your mood, your sleep, and your exercise. This is amazing. I love that they have this separate section for your wellness. I think that's really needed. And on the side you can also see successes and wins to improve, observations and notes. This is so wholesome. I am a sucker for mindful inserts like this in a planner. And here is the monthly section. It's a typical grid. You have enough space to jot down any important dates or highlights. Even on the right side there's space for some notes. Wow, you have this beautiful monthly meal plan. It's the same structure as the monthly wellness tracker, except it's for meals. I'm loving it. I'm just wondering if there's enough space in each box to mention all the meals of the day. You know, if I'm having 3 main meals and 2 snacks, I feel the boxes might be too small, or maybe you just have to write it like in really tiny font and get away with it. Could be possible, but that's my only worry. Otherwise, this is just an amazing insert. Okay, so they have this dedicated monthly habit tracker. Very colorful, very vibrant. I also love that most of the monthly habit trackers that I've noticed in other planners happen to be part of a page where the other monthly goals or reflections, etc. are written. In this case, it's a separate 2-page dedicated to just habit tracking. So that's like real dedicated space for your wellness tracker, for your meal planner, and your habit tracker. So that's highly impressive. Might be a very thick planner planner from what I can gather. Okay, so this is the weekly spread. It's actually exactly how I love it. Normally many planners I've noticed that Saturday and Sunday छोटे spaces देते हैं. I don't know why, because Saturday, Sunday I have equal things to write about, but I love that this has equal space and some extra space. As you can see, I can also see this dotted grid, so you can just use it for any random notes or maybe create your own trackers for anything that you'd like. And you have empty pages as well. You have another page with all the holidays that are marked, and in the beginning you can write your personal data, information, emergency contacts, all of that jazz. So there's a letter to your future self page. Oh, I love that, love that. So at the beginning you can actually put a Polaroid style picture in it, and I just love how funky and quirky the entire planner is. Like, it's literally written, if lost, please return to this great person, pointing to, well, yourself. There's a line grid page, there's a dotted grid page, and I'm wondering when this page comes. I don't know if it's beginning of the year, beginning of every month, quarter, like I can't seem to figure that part out. There's also this side section where it's written grateful for and some doodle space, which I know I won't use. And there's another page, the joy of doing nothing, which is often something. I think these are just extra spaces from what I gather. I think this space is just at the end of every month. Oh, and this is the front pocket. This is so cute. The yearly calendar view, scribble notes. I feel this planner has a lot of space to just jot down random things that you want. They also have a budget planning space, and it's for the entire year, so you can see how you'd use that. And this is also environmental friendly, which is, well, always a great thing.
I'm again just reading inside all the features because I couldn't see all the pictures on their website.
There's also an annual goals and thoughts spread, space for recording the list of books you've read and movies you've watched, lots and lots of notes pages. Like I guessed, I love everything about it. I don't think there's anything I don't. Okay, other than the spiral bound, which maybe I should just try it one last time. So maybe I can try it this time and see how it goes. I have no complaints. It's freaking stunning looking. The aesthetic is very cute, very quirky, very colorful. It is, of course, I think probably one of the most expensive planners that I'm going to talk about, but I think it's really worth it because, guys, it's 230 GSM, 270, my bad. Yeah, I'm sold there itself. And of course, the inserts are so beautiful. I'm especially excited about the wellness tracker. This definitely gets a big, big thumbs up. Please go for it if you have the budget and if you're okay with spiral bound. It's just perfect in every other way. Next up is a planner that I'm maybe biased to because it's the planner I've bought for the past 2 years, and that is, of course, the Ink Bucket planner. This is the 2021 planner, which I'm diligently using. So this time they seem to have a lot of cover options, as you can see. And the best part is that they also have spiral bound and hardbound options. So both groups of people are super happy. I personally am. This is called as Comfortably Wild. It's so stunning. Just look how intricate her artwork is. And this one in particular is called as Birds in Paradise. So this is priced at 1,899, which is essentially 1,900, and you do get freebies worth 998 with it. Let's see what the freebies are. We get a tote bag, very, very cute. There is also a sticker book. Size is 16.5 centimeter into 21.7 centimeter. The paper thickness is 100 GSM natural white paper. Now 100 GSM, of course, in comparison to 270 of Alicia Souza, is a lot of difference. I would prefer at least 100 GSM. Other than the sticker book, as a freebie, you'll also be getting 4 full pages of stickers. They also come in this cute box. So the first prompt is describe the year that was. Basically 2021 reflection, love that. Plan the year that will be, that is of course 2022. Next up is a very interesting page here which was not there in their previous planner. It's called Making My Terms for 2022. It's just a very cute way to almost make yourself a promise towards your goals, towards your happiness and health, which is a very cute idea, I feel. Of course, we have the beautiful classic vision board that all Ink Bucket planners have had, which I don't think the Alicia Souza planner has. But again, vision board is something I would love if it's there, but it's also something you can just put pictures of or create your own in those empty notes pages that are there in Alicia Souza planner or any other planner for that matter. So it's not like a complete necessity, but if it's there, it's just amazing. Besides wearing masks, bumping elbows, sanitizing hands and the like, and they've given space to just figure out what you'd like to do with this prompt and explanation that they've given. And we have, wow, it just feels like I'm looking into my own planner, which I have currently, because it's the exact same way of setting goals, like ditto. Love how they've categorized it. Again, it's ditto same, the monthly grid, how it looks. with the notes section, beautiful, enough space. Of course, stunning artworks for every month. And we have the for this month page. It looks, well, exactly the same. Every single prompt and even the structure is the same. This section is something I really enjoy. I've used this section for every plan with me video of mine. I think only the notes and doodles section used to be up and the important dates section used to be down. Ooh, okay, this is the weekly view. There's a weekly affirmation on top. I love how this is here and not in the previous page, which is how the current planner is, because every time you come to this weekly spread, you can look at that weekly affirmation, and I think it's so powerful. Also love the fact that there's a dotted grid section, there's also a ruled section, so you can use either one for whatever purpose you'd like. I would use the lined section for like just jotting down the highlights of my day at the end of the day, and the dotted section for any notes or even my to-do list. So I love that they've actually segregated that for every single day of the week. And we have the weekly reflection and weekly plan. Now this is something that I don't see in many planners, and I wish more planners did this, which is weekly reflection, giving thanks, thinking of the previous week, setting your goals, reflecting on your previous goals and seeing what you can change. There's also a meal plan section here, shopping list, personal goals, work goals, all of that. I really love this section. Oh wow, okay, so another thing while we're at it, I've noticed is that they have monthly tabs. Finally, amazing changes that they've made, like kudos to the team. And we have the monthly reflection page. I think it's again more or less the same prompts that are currently there in this 2021 planner, and you have I think 4 to 5 sticker pages within the planner, and you can see the very spacious pocket at the end. It's a very hard pick between Alicia and this because both have their own charms and both also have their own cons. I think it just comes down to personal preference. What sort of aesthetic do you vibe with? What sort of inserts are more important to you? Is a dedicated meal planning section important to you? Then you should go for Alicia Souza. Or if you're someone who likes the more minimalistic and beautiful thought-provoking journal prompts, or Ink Bucket might be the one for you, because I think they really specialize in that. They also have a dedicated vision board, so you just have to weigh in your pros and cons. They haven't made a lot of changes, but that's also because everything works. Everything actually has been working for this year ka planner for me personally. Maybe the small flaws here and there, like they did not have a monthly tab, now they have made that change, or weekly affirmation is on the weekly spread page. So small changes that they've made, it's just only for the good. For me personally, I'm maybe leaning towards Alicia Souza only because that is completely different from the Ink Bucket planners that I've been using for the past 2 years. So I just feel like maybe a slight change is needed, which is why this year I may not be going with Ink Bucket. I don't know yet, like I mentioned, but I do love that they have spiral bound and hardbound options, whereas Alicia Souza there's only spiral bound. Either ways, Ink Bucket without a doubt has my heart. Huge thumbs up. You should definitely try Ink Bucket if you haven't. I think the most beautiful planning experience I've had with a planner has been with Ink Bucket, and that's a huge thing, right? Next up, we have Archetype Studio planners, and again we have a lot of cover options. We also have options of I think hardbound and spiral, if I'm not wrong. There's this floral one which says Magic Everywhere. You also have this beautiful one called as Magic Maker. Even the same cover comes with the pocket option. Yeah, there you go. That is so cute. I think the pouch ones are 2,650, whereas the regular Viro bound are 2,100. You also have hardbound, which is further cheaper. It's 2,000. This is the other cover they have. Oh, I love this. This is so pretty. And of course, they have their classic Cubo collection. That's the panda's name. I have used Archetype Planner. I think it was 2018 if I'm not wrong. So it is again 100 GSM wood free paper. It's 8.5 inches into 6.5 inches. This comes in this complimentary pouch. Looks very cute. You can also use it to store anything else. I can also see the elastic as well as the ribbon bookmark. Okay, so my bubbles of gratitude I am thankful for. Love how it's visually represented. I can also see monthly tabs. Yay, love monthly tabs. My big master plan. So there's my goals as well as steps to achieve them. Like, it's not just about jotting down your goals. That's great. It's good to just know, but it's also equally important, if not more, to take action on those goals. Otherwise, well, really, you're never going to achieve them. So I love that they have this section. There's also memories and miracles. I think this would be like highlights of your year. That's how I see it, or you could even use it as a vision board unless they have another section for it. They have the yearly calendar view of 2022. Stickers make me happy. Yes, so a lot of cute stickers, and this is the monthly artwork. You have this monthly grid page, and I love how they've highlighted any of the special days, and there's enough space for notes. And we have this very cute weekly view section. This is actually reminding me of Simba Lifestyle's weekly view section, and looks very aesthetic. I love it. Also, you can see there's a water tracker, and we have monthly reflections, so how productive your day was happy, healthy, energetic, excited, you can rate that. There's also budget tracker, as you can see, and I can see a dedicated habit tracker space. So this is dedicated space for meal planning, for habit tracking. So it's just again pros and cons according to your subjective needs. There are also gratitude and manifestation exercises, which I couldn't see pictures of. I think they've really upped their game from the time I used it, which was of course years ago. But yeah, now I'm actually impressed and excited to see all the inserts that they've included. I love the dedicated meal planning space. I feel it has actually enough space to write down all the meals for that day. Again, this does not come with a weekly goals and reflections page, which till now I've only seen in the InkBucket planner. But yeah, this again has other things that InkBucket does not have. So like I always say, it's just about pros and cons and what you would like to see in your planner. So yeah, this definitely gets a thumbs up. Next up, we have the planner from the Tall Elephant. Now this is again a brand I hadn't heard of. So they again have a lot of combos and stuff. I've picked this one, which is 1,599. I can see a lot of notebooks. So this is how the cover looks. Personally for me, I'm not a fan of the colors as well as the style of art. Not my style, but I do like the gold foil detailing of the ear and also the rectangle. Ooh, okay, wow. Compared to the cover, I really love the inside. Like, it's so beautiful. You can also see the monthly grid, enough space to write down any important dates. And this is the weekly spread. Ooh, the artwork is so beautiful. There's also a happiness jar. This is so cute. And there's also emotional wellness tracker. So let's see what all they have. There's blissful, joy, glad, calm, sensitive, stressed, irritated, detached, and sad. There's also a section to do your gratitude practice. We have a goals tracking page. Again, it's divided into health and fitness, personal development, career, fitness, fun and recreation, spiritual, and so much more. I just realized that it's actually the loading bar and you're supposed to maybe color it in as in when you go along the pathway of that goal and how close you are to it. So this is a very cool way to just visualize where you are on your journey to achieve that goal. There's also a monthly recap page. I love this. There's highlights, lessons I've learned. I love this. It's a very different way to look at the monthly recap or reflection section. It's just very fresh. It's very unique. Ooh, okay, love the habit trackers page. There's a lot of watercolors, that sort of effect happening, right? They've given like a monthly grid for each habit of yours, whatever you'd like to track that month. And there's a dedicated fitness tracker. This is so good. You can also write down the sort of physical activity or health related thing that you're tracking on the side. There's also a dedicated meals tracker page. For a change, there's actually breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner. So you have that much space to write down whatever you'd like for that particular day and week. Has a lot of fun graphics, like you can see the rupee coin, and I think that's a stack of notes flying in the cloud. So this is your finance tracker, and this particularly is your income, and on the right side is your expenses. There's financial manifestations. Wow, this is something I haven't seen ever in any planner with regards to money. Okay, so this is the entire year ka calendar view. Looks so cute. And letter from the universe. So they clearly are really heavy into the law of attraction and manifestation. And look at this picture of this girl with wings. I'm all of these, yet I'm not bound by any of these. That is so freeing. And you can write down those things by the arrows. They also have the year in pixels, so you can track your mood here. I love that section. I actually use it. And there's also a yearly tracker that you can use, not just monthly tracker. I've rarely seen a yearly tracker, as well as in year in pixels and a monthly habit tracker. Oh, traveler in me. Movie tracker, TV library. Oh god, the people I treasure and my proudest moments. I think this planner is so wholesome, and it's endless. Every time I keep thinking that's all they could have. They have so many more spreads. So let's see. There's a vision board. Of course, there's a vision board. They've divided it into self, personal life, and professional life. So that's really good. There's also level 10 goals. So for every category you have, you can set your own goals. Love how it's visually represented with balloons.
Bucket list, and there's a separate one for travel, for experience, and I can't read everything too well because of the quality.
And there's also mind maps. So this is, I think, just your way of navigating through the year in terms of how you're going to achieve your goals and all of that. That's how I see it, at least. So honestly, I was very underwhelmed by the cover. Like, I was just like, not my taste. But the insides have my heart. Like, it's so well made. All the spreads are just this. I love it. I just wish that the cover was something that was more appealing to me personally. A5, and it is also 110 GSM, which is great. It's ink bleed resistant premium paper, has 440 pages. With this kit, you will also get a desk calendar, which is, well, great. You will also get a plain notebook and a dot grid notebook. Big thumbs up. Now for the fifth planner and the final one for part 1 of this video is a planner by the brand Odd Giraffe. I'm sure many of you might be familiar with that brand. It's quite popular. Now they do have a lot of cover options. They also have options for spiral bound or hard bound. Love that. As you can see, the spiral bound 1,699 rupees. Hard bound is 1,499. I also feel it's slightly smaller than the spiral bound because the spiral bound is literally called as large 12-month planner. So I'm just assuming it also looks bigger than the hard bound. Let's go with this one, which is called as Wildflower. So there's some really fun, quirky artwork for every month. As you can see, this is so cute. So first I can see this weekly spread. There's also monthly tabs. Yay for that. A weekly spread has enough space to write down whatever you'd like. That's how it looks. There's also some fun stickers that you could use. And this is the monthly grid where you have enough space to write down whatever you'd like. This is the goals page. 3 things I'm grateful for, skills I'm practicing, books I'm reading, goals for the month, brain dump. There's also a monthly habit tracker, quite classic and standard. There's a monthly reflections page where you have enough space to jot down any notes or doodle and some useful prompts to reflect on the previous month. They also let us know all the holidays and they have a pocket at the end, which is always useful. You're all the good things. So this is 8.5 inches into 6.75 inches and it's 272 pages. It has 100 GSM paper, the minimum required in my head. It has 3 sheets of stickers. I just feel there's a lack of yearly goal, you know, that you set in the beginning. The only goals part I can see is monthly goals, which is of course great, but I feel it's really important to have an yearly goal, right? That would be my con for this particular planner. Otherwise, it has the standard inserts, looks cute, very nice artwork. I'd say go for it if that yearly thing is not an issue. For me personally, this won't be it because it does not have an yearly planning section. And with that, we come to an end of part 1 of this video. Make sure you do check out part 2, which will be uploaded tomorrow, where I will be sharing the next 5 planners under rupees 2,000. I hope this video was helpful, it was valuable, it could guide you in certain way, it could help you make a decision. Do let me know which was your favorite planner out of the 5 in the comment section below. Leave a big thumbs up to subscribe to my channel and of course share it around on your Instagram, with your friends, family, anywhere. I'll be really grateful. Anyways, I will see you tomorrow with my Planathon episode 3 and part 2 of this video. Until then, stay happy, positive and blessed and be kind to yourself. Bye!